Okay, all of the queens and sirens and fairies and witches and wizards and all of you bitches, I'm here to talk to you about money today. I just want to say that I personally didn't have anyone to really tell me about money and its importance and how to use it and how to spend it and how to save it. I know there's a lot of people that don't have mentors or such to look up to, so luckily for you, I've had 23 years of field research. I've been working, I've been spending, I've been saving, I've been losing money, all for a good cause, all for this video today. Today, I'm just gonna tell you all the things that I've learned about money. My first thing that I want to say is you guys need to be telling your friends that you don't have money. Don't try and be cool, don't try and be cute, don't try and do girl math. If you don't have money, you do not need to be spending money. And I mean, you can spend your last dollar on coffee, but is Starbucks really gonna be your dying meal? Save your money. Did I just like my earrings? Hi. I know it can be a little bit intimidating to hang out with people and not have something bigger going on. I always feel like I'm gonna run out of things to say. And so then I like to say, oh, let's get coffee, or let's get dinner, let's see a movie, let's go thrifting. But you need to be honest with your friends and tell them that you don't have money. And if your friend is inviting you out to do things that you can't afford to do, just tell them, I don't have the money to do it. My next tip is something that I heard somewhere, I don't know where, but it's my favorite thing ever. Don't buy it if you can't buy it twice. If you're spending your last $40 on a t-shirt, just reconsider. If you can't afford to go out to dinner at this nice restaurant twice, don't buy it. Also, this is just general rule of thumb. You need to consider a tip. I serve, and I'm just saying, bro, if you don't have the money to go out and eat, including the tip, then don't eat there. Go eat at your house. You know what I mean? You're fucking with people. Come on. Anyways, let's talk about credit. I'm gonna get a drink for this one. Credit is important. It's a nasty, stupid, dumb game that we all have to play. Basically, you need to build credit. It's not okay to not have a credit card. I know a lot of people that are old, as in over 18, and they're like, oh, well, I don't have a credit card because it scares them or whatever. You have to start building your credit. And when you don't need it is the best time to get it, because if you need a credit card, you're gonna fuck it up. Trust me, I've been there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna open a credit card and you're only gonna spend 10 to 30% of your credit limit. So when you first get it, you're not gonna have a huge credit line. So let's say you get an $1,000 credit limit on your first credit card, you're only gonna spend max $300. And then I would pay it off immediately. A good way to start is to get a gas credit card or something that you use all the time but you pay for, so that you are putting money on there for things that you already have the money for. That's how you're gonna build your credit. They want to see that you can handle having money on a credit card and paying it off. And they also want to see that you're not relying on your credit card for everyday expenses. You're not relying on your credit card for money. And so that's why keeping it at 30% or lower is gonna look good for those credit companies. That's how they're gonna trust you, and that's how your credit score goes up, which your credit score being high is just saying that the people, they have more trust in you. You need to use credit to your advantage. Let's continue talking about credit cards because that one's pretty important. Just don't overspend on it. If you don't have the money to pay it off, don't buy it. Your credit card should not be another source of income, because it's not. Act like you're borrowing money from the Italian mafia. You better pay that shit back. Kind of on the same topic of credit, my next tip is to use Flex or other companies like Flex. So my apartment uses Flex, which is basically you can sign up to have your bills paid basically through credit. So what they do is they pay my rent early on credit, and then they take the money immediately out of my account. And they'll do it in 2 installments, which is really nice because they'll take out, let's say $1,000 on the first, and then they'll pay all my rent off. And then a week later, they'll take out the rest of it. That builds your credit so fast. I honestly didn't think that it would work, but my credit had been low because I used over 30% of my credit card. And it had been sitting there and I couldn't pay it down. So my credit score got pretty low. And doing those flex payments since I moved into this place has really helped, and it helped super fast. There are ways that you can do it through third parties. Like I think Credit Karma has something similar. I can't speak for it, I've never used it. But if you have the opportunity to do something like that, I highly recommend it. Only if you need to build credit, because otherwise it would still count as opening another line of credit, which having too many lines of credit open or applying to open different credit lines also really hurts your credit, which is super annoying, but it's important to know. My next little tip is going to be, don't wait until you have the money to put into savings. If you wait for that, you're never gonna have enough money. If you're waiting until you pay off all of your credit card bills, if you're waiting until you have this and this and that and this and this and that until you start saving, like you're never gonna get to it. You're always gonna have expenses. And kind of like I was saying, like you're always gonna be using your credit card. Make sure that you're putting money aside for your savings. And diversifying your income goes for anything. Like you can put it into savings, you can put it into investments, put it into a high yield savings, retirement. You're gonna have to manually take money out of your paycheck and put it into those accounts because no one else is gonna do it for you. Well, actually, I have a way to where my savings account automatically takes money from my normal account, which is really helpful because I don't have to think about it. I don't have to see it. If I looked at my paycheck, I would immediately think of so many other ways to spend my money that I wouldn't think, oh, I need to take out $100 and put that into savings. Sit down and write down how much money you can afford to not spend and put that into your savings. Even if it's just $100 a month, $10 a week, whatever you can afford. There's nothing wrong with having a small savings, even if it's just $200 or so. It can be helpful, but try and build that as soon as possible so that you can always have money on the back end. It's helpful to have 3 months of just living expenses in general and your savings at all times, just in case anything happens. My next little tip is to save up for experiences. I personally am a little bit of a shopaholic. I love shopping, but material things can only get you so far. I've been saving more money for experiences rather than material things, and I find that it takes your money so much further. It's really nice to treat yourself to things. I just think that treating yourself to experiences is a lot more fulfilling and it lasts longer than material things. Save to do something fun and nice, because that's the point of working, that's the point of getting money, that's the point of saving, is that you can enjoy life. Don't forget to enjoy your money. My next tip, I really like this one, and at the same time I'm really bad at it. I like it because it's targeted towards me, and that is to know yourself when you are shopping. What I mean by that? Well, my favorite example is the grocery store. I like to go to the grocery store and I like to feel bad and bougie, and I'll get kale and I'll get blueberries and raspberries and bananas, and I'll be like, I want a little paleo skinny girl vegan vibe. And then I don't eat it. No, I don't eat it. Instead, I'll go out to eat every night, and then all of my produce goes bad, and then I have to keep going out because I don't have any food in my fridge, and I should have just bought a frozen pizza. So just know yourself and know what you're gonna eat, know what you're gonna wear. Don't go thrifting and buy these things that are so cute, but they're not your style and then you never wear them. Know what you should spend your money on. Know what you shouldn't spend your money on. There's also times in the reverse where, let's say you see something that's on sale and you know that you're gonna get that thing. Just buy it while it's on sale. Don't go, oh, I don't need it right now. And then go buy it while it's full price because you didn't get last week. Just know yourself, know what you should and shouldn't be spending money on, know it's gonna be a waste of money. Just know yourself. This next tip is something that my girlfriend's been telling me a lot about: high yield savings and retirement accounts. Basically, a high yield savings means that you're gonna get more return on your savings account. So as you know, your savings build interest. Basically, if you open up a high yield savings, that just means that you're gonna get more money back on what you have sitting in your savings account. And if you're gonna have a savings, like I mentioned earlier, you definitely should. You might as well have it sitting somewhere where it's going to make you more money over time. Same thing with your retirement account. You can open a retirement account that some companies will like match how much you put in there. If you have the opportunity to do that, I highly recommend doing that. Eventually, you're gonna retire. I mean, we're just girls, we're not gonna work forever. So just save up your money and invest in your future, because whenever you're 60 and your back hurts, you're gonna want to be in the Bahamas. Just invest in that. See that future. This is just a little quick plug, but the Fetch app is just like this app where you can scan all of your receipts and then it gives you money back. It's super nice. You're already buying things, just scan the receipt. You can get free pizza. I've gotten 2 free pizzas off of there. You can get like Ulta gift cards, Amazon gift cards. You just stack up your points and then you can get like whatever you want essentially. It's super nice and you're already spending money, so you might as well take a picture of your receipt. That's all. It works for digital and physical receipts and then you just get money back. It's awesome. I just wanted to kind of say like some shopping tips, I guess, because I'm a little bit of a shopaholic. I love shopping. I know I'm gonna do it. And so these are ways that I allow myself to shop without killing my bank. First of all, oh, look who it is. So I look for clearance everywhere. The grocery store has a clearance aisle. You never know what you can find. It's always cool stuff. Like, I mean, it's never really stuff that you need, but it's stuff that like, oh, I might as well get it on sale. Like clearance bottles of wine, sold. I've gotten dog food on clearance, like big ass bags of it. It's awesome. I also shop a lot at Urban Outfitters and I love Urban Outfitters. I always wait until there's a sale on sale. I'm getting that extra marked down. I buy all of my furniture from Facebook Marketplace. Salvation Army, they have certain days where certain things are on sale. Try and thrift it. If you see it on Depop, look for it on Poshmark because Poshmark is always cheaper. eBay, anything. You can probably find it cheaper. Just take the time and do the research. If you don't need it right away, see the cheapest place to get it. I promise it's so worth it. I have a lot of things, but I probably got like 70% of all of my clothes 40% off. Like pretty much all of my clothes I get on sale. So those are all of my tips. I hope that some of it could be helpful to you. I hope that I could pass my knowledge down to you or up to you or wherever the fuck you are. I just want us to all have a good, hot 2024. Let's not be broke. Let's save our money. Put your money in good places and it'll take you so far. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be making more monies about more things that I've learned in my 23 years of life. I'll be talking about boys and relationships and friendships and beauty. So check out the rest of my videos, like and subscribe, and I'll have more coming for you guys. Bye.